Good morning.
Good morning, Yoshi-san. Good morning, good morning. Happy Halloween. Yeah, good morning. How are you today?
So far so good. How about you?
Good. Oh, yeah, I am okay. But maybe you already know that there is a typhoon right now here in the Philippines. So that typhoon is one of the strongest. So yeah, so here in my city, actually everything is okay. But when I go out our house, like the streets, yeah, the streets is very muddy. Yeah, it's
Hmm?
very muddy, and then sometimes, yeah, there are some floods in the streets. Yes, maybe you already know about that. That's common here in the Philippines, but so far so good because if I will compare my situation from people who lives in Luzon in Visayas, I am still lucky compared to them.
I know that. Take care anyway.
Ah, thank you so much for your concern. What about you? How did you spend your weekend?
Hmm, I'm already the retired person. When I get the weekend, my life is uh, totally same. And today is rainy days.
Mm-hmm.
And a little cold. But under the corona disaster, uh, almost same life,
Mm-hmm.
even the sunny day or rainy day.
I see. I think the last time that you told me that you went out and eat at the restaurant with your family because you avail the go to eat campaign. Am I right?
Yes, go to eat is a very excellent system for Japanese.
Yeah.
Uh, it's many of people using that kind of uh, campaign
Mm,
discounts.
mm, mm.
People other ways people worried about uh, having coronavirus, but uh, they are tired of uh, worrying about coronavirus.
Yes. Even me, I'm tired of worrying about. Yeah, I am really tired, but sometimes I couldn't stop from thinking too much because here in our village, here in our subdivision, so one of our neighbors tested positive with
Mm.
the virus. So sometimes I am panicking, not sometimes, all of the time. I am panicking and then I keep on telling my mom and my sister not to go out. Yeah, so if they will go out, even just to buy something in our neighborhood, they need to wear mask and then make sure that they wash their hands. So like sometimes I am paranoid. Yeah, I am paranoid because I am really scared, to be honest. I am scared. Yeah, I want to live longer.
But
Yeah.
don't worry so much. Especially young generation not to become a serious ones. Maybe the older people get sometimes critical condition. But the older people also don't worry. They are enough living the long time. Both of generation don't worry so much.
Yeah, I hope so. But one of the problem here in the Philippines is, like for example, what happened to our neighborhoods? Like 10 members of their family, they live in one house, and then all of them tested positive. So, one of the youngest is only 2 years old, and then the other one is a newly born baby, newly born child.
Mm, mm.
So 5 days old child only. So the others are teenagers. Like for example, they are only 20s or 30s, and then the rest are like 50s. Yeah, the mother and then the father are the eldest. They are 50s, I think so. So, it's really complicated because what I hate about here in the Philippines, if you don't have money,
Mm.
the Philippine government hospital will not accommodate you, especially the private hospital. So if you're just poor, they will not accommodate you. Yeah, very terrible situation.
Don't you have the health insurance, medical
Speaking of
insurance?
the medical health insurance, so actually here in the Philippines, our health insurance is like it's part of the government. But
Mm.
recently, maybe 2 months or 3 months ago, there was a very trending news about the healthcare insurance here in the Philippines because one of the CEO or one of the bosses who's working in PhilHealth, one of our insurance, they embezzled or they corrupt the money.
Mm.
So I don't know what will happen. Maybe our healthcare insurance doesn't have money anymore.
Mm.
Terrifying.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's
take
okay.
care.
Yeah, I need to take care.
Okay.
Yeah, but about you? How did you spend your weekend? What did you do?
Hmm. My weekend is almost inside my house. Anyway, we enjoy watching the TV or listening to music and reading a book. So same
Ah,
life.
yes, I love that. Okay, so have a leisure time all the time,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Yeah, and always take care of yourself, Yoshi-san.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So thank you so much for remembering me this Monday because
Yeah.
it's already November. Yeah, so thank you very much for remembering me again. So happy Halloween. All right. So are you ready to start our lesson?
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So please read the title.
Go the extra mile.
Okay, so for today's lesson, it's about Conversational American English Lesson 54. Go the extra mile. Okay, so Yoshi-san, let's start with exercise 1. So can you please describe the picture?
Okay, in this picture, I can see the two young Caucasian women.
Uh-huh.
They gazing each other and make intimate conversation. Both of them have a bronze and identical complexion. They are wearing the business black suits, also identical. I think their countenance is a little different, but they must be identical twins.
Yes,
Right
perfect.
girl, wearing the wristwatch on her left hand, but
Mm-hmm.
it's on the black sleeves. I think this is a very rare position. And background is browse, but I can notice many of same hang. I can notice the hanging many of black suits. I think this is the uniform of this company. So the location is maybe the locker room, company's locker room or inside office cafeterias. My imagination is that both of them working the same section. They must be receptionists. I think the twins receptionists make a good impact for the visitors. They take intermission. This time is noon recess. make lunch or tea same time and enjoy their conversation. That's all.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so I already told you this 100 times. Oh, yeah, that one of your strengths is describing the picture. So what can I say more? Okay, so what I really observe about this picture, I think maybe they are twins, right? Identical twins.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, mm, do you have any question about the picture?
No questions. Thank you.
Okay, no question. Yoshi-san, what do you think? What nationality are they?
Uh, they belong to the Western country, some country. I don't know exactly. Maybe the French.
American. Oh, wow. I
I,
see.
I,
Are
I
they
don't
pretty
know.
for you? Are they pretty?
Ah, pretty, pretty.
Ah, pretty. Okay. So, since you don't have any question, let's move on with exercise 2. Okay, so read a dialogue with your teacher. I'm letter A, you are letter B, okay?
I see.
Let's start. You are the only person who saw what really happened last night.
No, that's not true at all. Gerard was also there.
Oh, really? Was he there? I didn't notice his presence.
Actually, he was only there for a short time, but I think what he knew and saw is enough to give some significant insight on the matter.
Do you do you think I should phone him? Would he be willing to help? I don't know him well.
And that's no problem. Gerard is the kind of person who's willing to go the extra mile.
I'm glad to know that. I guess I'll give him a call today then. Okay, let's exchange. You're letter A, I'm letter B.
Okay, you are the only person who saw that really happened last night.
No, that's not true at all. Gerald was also there.
Oh, really? Was he there? I didn't notice his presence.
Actually, he was only there for a short time, but I think what he knew and saw is enough to give some significant insight on the matter.
Do you think I should phone him? Would he be willing to help? I don't know him well.
That's no problem. Gerald is the kind of person who's willing to go the extra mile.
I'm glad to know that. I guess I'll give him a call today then.
Okay, very good. So Yoshi-san, can you tell me or can you give me the brief summary of this dialogue?
Both conversations, so they have some trouble, so they
Mm-hmm.
don't solve yet.
Yeah.
But their friend colleagues, Gerald, know pretty good. So I think Gerald has a good experience this kind of trouble. So they are talking about their trouble and their colleagues, Gerald.
Yeah. But it doesn't input in the dialogue. It wasn't mentioned what exactly they are talking about, right? What problem? What do
Uh,
you think?
it's they have some kind of computer program trouble. There's some
Okay.
little bug, but they don't found them yet. So Gerard is maybe the good programmer, I guess.
Hey, very good. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay. So, do you have any question about this dialogue?
Nothing in particular.
Okay, nothing in particular. Okay, so let's move on with exercise 3. So, vocabulary review. So, read the following words, expression, use in the dialogue, and make sample sentences using them. Okay, so number one, insight,
Is
ability to understand people or things. Okay, read it again.
okay. Inside ability to understand the people or things. So I know some amateur poets. So when I read his art of work, so I always feel his profound insight. So he did a comprehensive study always, so he can write sublime poetry. So I think that he's a very unique person. Uh, when he has the anniversary of his 18th years, so
Oh.
he conducts a living funeral ceremony,
Oh.
assembles all our literature company through the Japan. So far I have a very fantastic time. It's a very impressive funeral ceremony for him. That's all.
Oh, a funeral. Ah. Is that only an example? Or
Not it's a true story. It's a very rare case having the living funeral ceremony, but some person doing that. And do you know the reason of his conduct living funerals uh, ceremony? For his age, he's 80s, 80s. It's
80s?
very old, so become and for his age, he have many opportunity to join the funeral ceremony for his company or his relatives. But at that time, many of acquaintance put together that funeral ceremony, but he don't have so much time talking with them, and he always frustrated this kind of situation. And he decided to funeral ceremony for him, and he's leaving. We have a very good opportunity to put together for Japan for him, and we talk every person and also with him. It's so much fantastic funeral ceremony.
Oh, I see. Oh, I am glad to hear that story, reality story. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so let's continue. Number two. Mm-hmm.
To go the extra mile, to make more effort than is expected of you. I'm good at operating the personal computer because I used to be a computer programmer almost 10 years.
Oh.
So when my friend have PCs have a trouble, I always go the extra mile for him. Vice versa, my friend good at gardening. When sometimes I need help for my small pet, he also helping me for that growing the flowers.
Oh. I see. You're a computer literate. Yoshi-san, my computer is broken.
Okay, I can help you maybe.
Wow, I think, yeah, that's true. Last week, I was really worried because my laptop, I mean, I don't know, the camera of my Skype, yeah, the camera of my laptop is not working. So, I went to the computer shop and then they reformat my laptop. Yeah. Okay, and the third one.
Okay, to phone to give a call. I think the recently word too much convenient errors and lose some kind of romance. I cite an instance. When I miss my promise, at that time just give a call, cell phone. But when I was young, we don't have that kind of convenient device. After that, there's a lot of story about missing each other. It's become Japanese literature. Recently, the Japanese literature reflects this kind of convenient errors. Most of the story is drying, they disappear, a part of wet romantic one. That's all.
Oh, romantic one. I like it. Yay! Okay, congratulations! Okay, so we were able to finish exercise 3, and thank you so much for giving a very good examples because it's about reality stories. Okay, any question?
No question.
Okay, so let's move on. Exercise number 4, comprehension questions. So Yoshi-san, answer the following questions. So number 1, what do you think the speakers are discussing?
I told before, it's serious trouble, computer bug, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not so emergency. This kind of trouble is important. Discern the cause. That's all.
Okay. All right. I like the idea. What about number 2? How do you feel about Gerald? What kind of person is he?
There is a very kind person. He always willing to go the extra mile with their colleagues.
Yeah, someone who is very kind and generous because willing to help other people.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, number 3. Are you always willing to go the extra mile? How do you consider? Oh.
Of course, not always. It depends on the relationship and
Mm.
situation. Of course, the close friend, I always help him. But the totally stranger, that kind of person have a emergency helping situation. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I can help that totally strangers. That's all.
I see. So it's like case to case basis. If
Yes,
we are having a good relationship with each other, then go, right?
yes.
All right, that's wonderful. Okay, number 4. Have you witnessed something that you shouldn't have seen? No.
You know the proverb, American English proverb, the X, Y, Z.
Oh, what do you mean?
When you saw pants zipper opens for the other men, you can say the small word, small
Okay.
voice, X, Y, Z, just X, Y, Z. This means examine your zipper.
Zippa. Uy, I like that term. XYZ. All right. Okay, and last one. Do you know any friend who always goes the extra mile?
One of my volunteer members, he pick up the on the roads garbage every morning. And clean up his neighborhood. So he continues this kind of good custom more than 10 years. So that I always admire his conduct. That's all.
Oh, it's very important that we help each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you very much, Yoshi-san. I love your sentence, especially the XYZ. XYZ expression. It's my first time to hear about that, to be honest.
Really.
Yeah, so thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to see you again in our next lesson. So have a wonderful day,
You too.
okay?
Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you. See you again.
See you
Bye.
again. Bye.